Today, I'm going to be working on making scales for these axes like I did before. Those are pretty cool, right? So what they start out as is this piece of wood right here. I use some of this Patagonian rosewood, and where they're at now is right here. This, I know it doesn't look like much. It actually looks like a lot, but not what you're imagining. So here's what we're going to do. Today, I'm going to be going on this Laguna 19 by 38 drum sander. We're going to be flattening her out a bit. Then after we get her flat, we're going to take her to this here bandsaw. This is the safest, most dangerous tool in my shop. Let me explain. This blade only goes in one direction. It's a whole like loop-de-loop blade, right? Like it's a full circle wrap around. So it doesn't do anything but go straight down. So like I could probably cut through my leg bone, which I'm never going to try that because that's just crazy. But as long as my hand doesn't touch it, I'm good. But it'll rip through any wood really quick and easy. So I'm going to be ripping these right here and right here so that I have this one, and this one. And then I'm going to get them a little bit prettier, send them to the bearded bard, and he's going to diagonally kind of cut them at diagonal angles and make knife scales out of them for his kitchen axes. And they're amazing. You can order them on his website. Also, the most exciting thing ever, I've got to sand this. Oh, man. It's everyone's favorite to get these bubbles off the back. And the thing is, when you sand it, you got to be really careful not to get these detailed burns out. The easiest thing to do is sand too much. Look at that. Those little detailed burns. That's where a lot of people's work differs from mine. Not only does it glow in the dark, but I keep them branchy burns. And yes, Galaxy, this is absolutely for an address sign. I have 2 Shalsugi which means I burned them with fire, and it actually stabilizes the wood and does all kinds of amazing things, right? But I offer on my website Shalsugi address signs and fractal burned address signs. If you're curious about it, go check out my website, shocksfunctionalart.com. All the links for things that I use and my website are in the description of this video. Or they should be, or they will be soon if not. Oh, there's Chris. That means they're in there. Chris is the man. He makes sure that everything runs smooth in the shop. And even though he doesn't even live here anymore, he lives in Pennsylvania. No. Yes. Thank you, Galaxy. You're amazing. All right. So the first thing that I need to do is the drum sander. So that it's a 19-inch drum sander, but they call it a 19 by 38 because this end is open. So if you have a piece that's too wide, that's wider than 19 inches, which will fit in here, the end is open. So you run it through, flip it, run it through, and you're good. There we go. Loud noises, everybody's favorite. All right. And because I'm a small shop with not a lot of money and I'm horrible at organizing, I've got to move my dust collector around every time. Connect everything, move my tools back and forth and forwards and backwards. You're driving. Oh, no. They're not in there yet. Well, guys, don't worry. My link tree has them. They'll be in there eventually. You can check out my other lives in the playlist, Live and Long. They might be in there. Man, do I have a Civic? No, I drive a Toyota Tacoma SR5. I just got a 2024 and I love it. Victor, what's up? Scasso, Miss Atten, TPH, what's going on, everybody? All right, so I'm going to put my hair up because it's very important to put your hair up in the workshop, not wear super loose clothes. Because if something catches, you're done. Like, I mean, I remember when I was a kid watching Tool Time or Home Improvement and Tool Time and in Home Improvement. I remember one of the episodes, they had a lathe going and Tim's shirt got ripped off. It was funny, but that's real. That's true. And people have a lot of accidents. That's why you don't wear gloves when you woodwork. If you were using a lathe and it would pull your hand in and it could rip your finger. Anyway, like this, for instance, if I had a shirt get caught in this belt right here, it'll pull in and it'll just keep pulling it in. What do I do? You know what I mean? So loose clothes, long hair, no bueno. Tie them up. Put on something a little tighter. Oh, man. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody for being in here. I'm trying to get monetized. I'm at 1,200 watch hours. I need 4,000. That means if everybody comes and hangs out for like 5 minutes even, Just leave this fucking live on in the background, then I'll get monetized in no time. From Fresnillo, Zacatecas, Mexico. What is up, Victor in Mexico? Hell yeah. Chaz, what's up, man? I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina, in America. I'm right by Jamestown, actually. Oh, that's up. This is down. All right, now it's going to get a little bit loud, and I'm very sorry for that, but I got to turn on my dust collector, and it makes a little bit of noise, just like that. And now I got to come over here and turn on the drum sander, which is not that loud. It will be a little loud with this running through it eventually. Oh, yeah. Guys, if you're not subscribing and you want to see the things that I make, then you should subscribe. Because I post videos every day. I go live at least 2-3 times a week now. I'm shooting for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. And if you're lucky, you might get me on Thursdays or Fridays, but not this Friday. I got to go work the real job that day. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to level this out. I didn't fill the epoxy all the way up, and of course when epoxy is curing, it shrinks. And so I'm just getting this level, and then I'll do the back really quick. Northern Alberta. I'm a dude. I'm basic, dude. I'm super chill. Anybody can do what they want, and I'm awesome with it as long as you're not hurting anybody else or trying to make me remember things that, like, if you change your name, I'm just going to start calling you bro because I already have a hard enough time with names. I forget my own name sometimes, and you think I'm joking? I am not. But very respectful question. And instead of being an, mean head about it, a bully about it, I'm going to say I appreciate you being generous enough to ask. I think a lot of people would appreciate that. And me personally, I don't care. It's hard to offend me, but I think people should be allowed to do what they want. As long as they don't hurt anybody and, whatever. Jada, what's up? General Washington. Booker T. Washington. Oh, man, my brain's going. Hey, the nut. Thank you. I think I'm going to lose a little bit on these, but not enough to really matter. You guys want to see my favorite tattoo? It's my Star Trek tattoo. I got the Enterprise and the Borg Sphere. My drum sander, I think there's 80 grit on my drum sander right now. I just sand up by hand after that. And these are going to be knife scales, so he's going to end up cutting them, shaping them, and sanding them himself. So I really don't have to sand them very high up. I'm really just going to do it so everybody can kind of see how pretty they are. I played with the epoxy at the wrong time and made a bubble. I played with the epoxy at the wrong time and made a little bubble. I messed up, but it's all right. That's not a big deal. Actually, there are going to be numerous knife scale blanks. like that. Like that. These are the last ones that I made for him right there. He cuts them at an angle so that he gets more scales out of it for the small kitchen knives. For a creator called The Bearded Bard, he has quite a few followers. You've probably seen him do hack react videos. Yeah, it'll kind of be, I'll show you. I'll show you how he does it. It'll kind of explain it better. All right, so here in a minute, I'm going to be cutting here, here, so that it'll be the three individuals. And what he does is he comes in like this, and he cuts them at an angle like that, so you have horizontal grains in a sense. Totally fake beard, 100%. I wish it was more of a fake beard. What's up, Deco 4395? Yeah, sorry, man. Swinging beef, though. Hell yeah, great name. Gotta love some swinging beef. Hot dogs. Be swinging beef. Not possible to cut there. Watch, you'll see me do it in a few minutes. What's up, Chris Tyndall? Chef swinging beef. There you go. Sometimes chicken. Can't forget the chicken. All right, I think I'm going to leave that be. We're going to be happy with that. Oh, I got to do the bottom. It likes to have a hard time when there's epoxy. And I should go slower. So maybe I'll do a lighter pass this time. What's everybody's favorite kind of steak? Mine's a ribeye. Since we got the chef swinging beef, I want to know what everybody's favorite steak. You gotta let me know your favorite steak in the comments. Mine is a ribeye. I like them cooked medium to medium rare-ish. Australia, hell yeah, man. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, swinging beef. Sucks for him. That's crazy. I always am really paranoid, really careful, because I don't want that shit to happen. I was actually just talking about it in the live about putting your hair up. No loose clothes or shit like that. They'll get caught. No gloves. Didn't get your swinging beef? Must have been covered up. There we go. I think that's good. You know what else I always forget is that rosewood? I'll tell you in a minute. Give me a minute. I don't know if you can hear me very well over that. Can you? All right, now you can. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, Patagonian rosewood. It's like a really oily wood. So when you're sanding it and working with it like that, it can gunk up sandpaper really quick. So aside from the epoxy that just did it, I guarantee that did a number on the sandpaper. You can see the burn marks on the rosewood. I'll show you in a second. See how it's burnt there? Well, of course you're going to say that, Chris. Look at where you are. Now I'm going to move these and pull that out. Because, as I said, small shop problem. Got to move shit around all the time. Luckily, I paid extra to put things on wheels. Doesn't stop me from knocking over wood, though. I'm a professional at that. All right, somebody said it's not possible to cut this Well, let's prove the impossible possible. Yeah, but you're in the same state. You're in the same state. That's all that matters. Philly is the state, okay? As you know, how I always accidentally, hey, Nuna, as I always say, you're in Philly because I mean Pennsylvania. But in reality, Pennsylvania is fucking Philly, man. I'm just saying that to justify my ignorance. All right. This is my Laguna 14BX bandsaw. I absolutely love this bandsaw. It does everything I need it to. It might be one of my favorite tools in my shop. And as I said earlier, it is the safest, most dangerous tool in my shop. It's the easiest saw to not have an accident on. But if you have an accident really quick, you're going to miss a finger like that. So, yeah, be careful. Always watch. Sorry, I'm making a note because I'm a note maker now. Yep, right there. 4 inches. And then we're going to drop this down, 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 down. Yeah, that's good. And hey, Meta. Hey, Meta. Record. All right, let's do the impossible, the apparent impossible. Woo, like butter, baby. Oh. Look at that. He'll get a bunch of scales out of that. All right, there we go. See how quick that was and easy? Okay, I'll give you that. Niga Abibi, what is going on? Naga? I don't know. Nuna, and there's a lot of names that I can never get right, and I'm so sorry, y'all. All right, so now we have 3. Hold on. It's time to move this back over yonder. Over yonder. Slide this out here. Must be reading TikTok. I watch TikTok. I don't read it. I guess sometimes I do. Honestly, yeah, I guess I do read TikTok sometimes. I mean, I'm one of those people that read the captions while I can hear the thing, so I'm just gonna sand this guy and in turn sand these guys. But yeah, this is the yellow one. It's gold. It glows. This is the silver gray one. It glows. And this is the blue one. And it glows. Everything I make glows. It's a glowy thing. It's a glowy affair. 80 grit sandpaper. On your mark. Get set. Go. I find that if you have little games that you play, it makes it funner, which makes sanding, which is an absolutely horrid task, seems so much better. It's like mowing the lawn. Nobody likes actually mowing the lawn. You like looking at the lawn after it's mowed and knowing that, yeah, I did that. That's what everybody likes. I don't like mowing my lawn. Actually, I don't really mind it, to be honest. Guys, right now we're live on the YouTubes, right? And maybe you're watching it live, and if you want to find out if I'm live right now, leave a comment, say something, I'll say something back to you. But I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube, because if I get monetized on YouTube and I'm making video money on YouTube, then I can start doing giveaways and give some better deals and whatnot and what have you. So please hang out, watch, share this with your friends. Live and Long playlist on here on my YouTube page. Check that out. Let it play in the background, and you'll help me get there in no time. Then maybe you'll win something for free. I've done many, many giveaways. Once I gave away a table. For the $1,500 table. And I gave it away. So whenever I get monetized, I'll be doing a giveaway. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to enter a bunch of people from YouTube. And only YouTube. But we're going to see. We'll see. We're not there yet. When I get monetized, though, we're gonna do something special. So thank you for hanging out. My name is Nate. I am Shock's Functional Art. I make art with wood and epoxy. Functional art. That means you use it for stuff like this is going to be an address sign that looks bomb as shit. And it'll glow in the dark, and so will the numbers on the address sign. And this is made out of black walnut. The ones that you'll see inside if you hang out are made out of sapile, and I shalsuki bond them, which means I burnt them to a crisp. And that actually stabilizes the wood, makes it bug resistant, rot resistant. And normally, traditionally, people would add a natural oil or a tung oil or something to it. But I am coating it and preserving it with epoxy so that I can add the address numbers on and they'll be coated in epoxy. And then I add a UV coat on top of that. And Bob's your uncle. Or maybe he's not, but you'll have an address sign so a guy named Bob can find you if he needs to. You might be a delivery driver with a very important package, and at night you need your address sign to be seen. And if you rock it with a flashlight and make it glow in the dark for a while, he'll see it. Oh, Derek, so these 3 pieces right here, let me show you what they're gonna be. They're going to go on, this was the first batch I made for the Bearded Bard, and that's what those are going to be. They're going to be the knife scales that go on the kitchen axes he makes. And then this is going to be an address sign. It's fractal burned. It glows in the dark. I'm cleaning all the extra epoxy off right now. Then I'll go inside. Now I got some shalsuki bond ones, and if you're curious as to what they look like when they're done, you can check out my website. In the shop, I got some pictures up of some finished ones. Sanding is not my favorite thing, but it's the most important part. I mean, realistically, is it? No. There we go. Hello, everyone. I don't know what I should talk about while I sand. I know a lot about conspiracies and stuff, not that I believe a lot of them. One of them, you know what? One of them I have no idea about. One of them I just really, I don't know. I don't know if we went to the moon. There's so much evidence going against it. That I think that one might be real. I think we might never have gone to the moon, man. Or if we did, I think that something might have happened to where they lost the technology on purpose so that we wouldn't go back. You know what I mean? Maybe they were ships setting them up there saying, hey, don't come back here. You're not meant to be here. Not yet. Not now, not never. But I don't know. It doesn't really matter at all. It's just something fun to think about. Oh my gosh, I hate sanding. But it's like so easy, you know? But it's just why does sanding suck so bad? It's so easy. Yeah, but mine sucks because it's got suction on it too. So you're right, but you're also wrong. Hell yeah, thank you, Derek. So thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that, man. So Zach, I like where you went with that, but you're right and wrong because mine does suck too. Festool, baby. The company really sucks in a great way. Love their dust collection, man. It's so nice. Damn, Zach, you got me thinking about that now. That's funny. Got me thinking. I'm thinking about stuff. know, I know there's not a lot of you in here right now, and I appreciate every one of you that are. Because I know that watching sanding is the only thing worse than actually doing it. It's like waiting for water to boil, but then what? More boiling. Like waiting for water to boil while people keep dropping ice cubes in it. Fuck! The most annoying part is I don't even need to be sanding this. Just doing it because I'm a nice guy. Oh, is that why I'm so broke? Nice guys finish last. And I'm such a nice guy in my business? Nah, I'm mediocre. I'm pretty real about it. Super cool, man. All right, where's 120 grit? There it is. Found it. I'm not going to sand those knife scales to be anymore. I just don't want to. And I don't need to. There's no purpose or reason. Some questions or statements can do that. Why would you cut a tree down and then chop it up? For firewood or for projects. That is true, though. If they all finish last, they get to see it all. Some chicks act like nice guys finish first and they're mad about it. This address sign coming along nice. Guys, don't forget to share this with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, do that. It'll be worth it, I promise. I make cool stuff and things, and everything glows in the dark. And I'm awesome for a pinch when you have like a birthday or something like that coming up. You need to get a gift for somebody or Christmas last minute. Need some coasters. Shock's Art has those. They'll go great. Everybody drinks drinks. Needs coasters, right? All right, that's that for 120. Now let's hit it with the 180. Hey, you guys want to know a little secret about me? I've never in my life used 150 grit sandpaper. Judge me all you want. I don't care. I always skip the 180. I feel like real woodworkers are going to try and stitch that part of the video and then be like, see, this is why you don't get from hobbyists. They skip grits. Bro, I skip 150. Like 120 to 180? Come on, dude. Not a big deal, man. Calm down. Would you look at that? Earlier, it was all rough and stuff, but now look at it. Pretty. All right, where's the 220 grit? That's as high as I'm going on this. That's as high as I'm going on this. Is that there 220 grit? All right. I'm happy. Happy with it. Happy with it. Happy with it. Now this, I'm not sure about. Weird. Oh, it's not really that big of a deal. How thick are these anyway? God damn. All right. That's okay. All right. Time to go inside and do some epoxy work. How's about it? Y'all ready? Joshua Jacobs, what's up, man? Epoxy. Let's go. I've got some more blackthorn sticks on the way from Ireland to make some shillelaghs. One person already ordered one of them, so that's pretty cool, right? Hey, talk about it. Francis McCaffrey, that's where I get my blackthorn sticks. The Kabbalah it's basically the Kabbalah tree of life. And I use it in my brand, actually, right there. So it goes back to like old like Judaism, like shit. I can't think of it now that you asked me. Words or the words are what I can't think of. Basically, it's like different layers. There's so much with it, but different layers to everything. You know, everything is intertwined and connected in the universe, beyond, above, and below. Mysticism. It's Kabbalah is like a Jewish mysticism in a sense. And it's funny because I grew up getting forced to go to like a Christian church, and then but I was adopted, right? And when I was 28, I found my biological family and found out that I'm Jewish apparently, which I guess the nose says it all. But yeah, I use it as my brand. I got it tattooed right there. I got to cover that tattoo, but I got it tattooed right there. Got the fractal burns coming out of it. All right, now we're here. Francis, thank you for the $2.49 €2 and 49 euros. See, I don't know how to say that. 2.49 euros. I feel like, is that shit? My very first tattoo I ever got is that little thing right there. From when I was 17 in treatment, my best friend in treatment used to draw this. It's just like some tribal-y heart. It's weird. This is the one I've been working on for a while. I've had 4 8-hour sessions on it. It's the Enterprise D class with the Borg sphere. Hey, thank you, Francis. 23.99 euros. I'm going to say it like that because it feels right. My most recent tattoo was a free tattoo. I did it for a trade. And actually, this one is too. I'm making a table for the tattoo artist, but I got Gur on my leg for free, which was cool. Then I got stone barred above it. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate the hell out of that, Francis. Anyway, I get all my blackthorn sticks from Francis. He makes traditional shillelaghs. They are about $150. So if you want a traditional shillelagh, order it from him. If you want a fractal burn glow in the dark shillelagh, you can order them from me. I get the sticks from him and then I do it. You'd save a little bit of money by not having to have it shipped to you and then shipped to me and then shipped back to you after I work on it. Oh, the cutting board. That was actually from a dive bar my ex-girlfriend works at. And I was there late one night waiting for her to get off work and till I could take us home or take us back. And I jacked it. And I've known that bar owner for 12 years or more. So it wasn't a big deal. I just thought it'd be funny content. And it was. And what's really funny is he was so drunk he didn't even know I took it. Even though after I did that video, I said, "Hey, Will, I'm taking this." He was like, "What?" And the next day, I said, "Will, I'm going to bring that cutting board back all fancy for you." He said, "What the fuck are you talking about, Nate?" I said, "What? All right, surprise. Here we go." Anyway, I've been banned from that bar since because I made a Facebook post after another friend of mine's kid actually passed away from an overdose. I've lost over 100 friends in the last 5-ish years to overdoses mostly. And it's a pandemic. It's bad. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Flower power all day. I'm all about the natural. But when it comes down to it, I made a post on Facebook that said, "Guys, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad." And I got banned from a dive bar because that entire corner, let's just say when people want to do hard substances, they know where to go, and that corner is where they go. It's been looked at by the DEA apparently before. I don't know, man. There's been all kinds of drama with it. I got banned, but I only ever went there to play at the jam anymore because I haven't drank in over a month. I don't remember when I quit drinking. I didn't mean to. I just kind of quit. I got to do an ashtray too. I forgot about that. Somebody ordered a glow in the dark leaf ashtray, which I've added to my website temporarily because I had to buy some molds. So I'm going to use them until the molds. Honestly, if they keep selling like that, I'll just buy more molds and keep going. All right. I'm going to use 24-hour deep pour for these and this. Some of y'all have been watching me on my lives make this anime style cane. And I'm going to add epoxy to that today, but it won't be 24-hour deep pour. And I'll be doing this with 24-hour deep pour. So I got to remember what color he wants, which I wrote it down right here. Nope, that's not it. I wrote it down right here. Purple. No, wait, that's the hatchet. Purple and orange. Purple and orange. Wait, didn't I just make that? I just made that one. Yeah, it's right here. I forgot the guy ordered it in the website. On the website, another guy, the first one was on the, I wrote it down because he ordered a hatchet, glow in the dark fractal burn hatchet, which you can get on my website as well. Alex ordered a glow in the dark leaf ashtray, green and blue. Beautiful. I love green and blue. God, dude, way to win the game today. Green and blue. All right, green and blue. I already have blue out because that's what the cane's going to be. Now we just got to get a green. Here, let me show you my wall of colors. There you go. Now you can see my wall of colors. Thank you, Francis. It is really coming along. Yeah, I'm really happy the customer let me fractal burn it. Now I'm going to stain the bottom and the top from here up black. And I'm going to do something I've never done before that I've seen done, which is use the metal Brillo stuff inside of vinegar. This is white oak, and apparently it's best on white oak. It just turns it black. So I'm going to try that. I'm really excited about that. Francis, out in Ireland, do you ever find any like bog oak or anything? Maybe some. Do y'all have cypress out? I feel like y'all have cypress out there and stuff. The green, he wanted it that and green, right? Green and blue, yeah. Because I love greens and I love blues. So we're going to use the emerald green. Yeah. Blue, green, cool. All right. All right, all right, all right. Ooh. Dale? What is Dale? Bog Dale? Does Ireland have trees I don't even know about? That's crazy. I bet they do. Everywhere has trees I don't know about. America has trees I don't know about. Who am I joking? Do I know everything? Fuck no. But I do know I need a cup and I need gloves. That's going to be about 10 ounces. 8, 16, 22, 32. 32 ounces. I'll do 24, 12, 24, 36. Glove. Well, yeah, but what kind of wood is Dale? Is it like a real name of a tree, the Dale tree? Like a walnut tree or a blackthorn bush? I've never heard of Dale. You know what I mean? It's new, and new things are exciting. Like, what does it look like? What does it do when I play with it? 12, 24. This is 2. Yeah, 2. This is 24-hour deep pour from Super Clear. I like it because it works like deep pour, but it cures much, much faster. So I had to wipe that thing out. Cures in a day instead of 3. 12, 24, 36. Whoa, right there. Man, after you've done this for so long, you get pretty good at guessing, just pouring the right amount. You know what I mean? I mean, I didn't guess. I'm looking at the lines, but you know what I mean, right? Like, over the years, I've just gotten way better at pouring it quick. O'Dale rules. It's a large tree, base and roots. I got you. So it's not like a general specific type of tree. It's just a tree that can't be identified. I got you. That'd be awesome to work with, I bet. Never knowing the species. Mystery wood. Probably like 1,000 years old. How old does it have to be considered bogwood? Do you know? That's something I don't know. But I know that I've seen like oak bog, like bog logs that were like fucking 2,000 years old and shit. It's like insane to me. But I mean, it's so beautiful. You know what I mean? It's absolutely so beautiful. 5,000 years. Oh, so maybe it was 17,000 or something. Holy shit, dude. You know, I'm coming to think about it. I think it did say 17,000, not 1,700. It was a bog oak. I'm trying to remember who got it. Oh, man. It might have been Gobi Walnut. I follow too many wood pages and can't remember them. 17,000 is insane. There's no way, right? But they called it bog. Maybe it was 7,500. Ice Age was 10,000. Okay, well, valid. Do you think that there used to be like super giant trees? What's up, Peter? Thanks, man. If you guys are just jumping in here, right now I'm working on some epoxy projects with wood that all glow in the dark, some address signs, a leaf-shaped ashtray, all of which you can order on my website, and then a custom cane, which you can reach out and have me custom make for you. Something like the cane is, they usually are around $450. Yeah, man. I think there used to be. So I asked Francis. Francis, guys, follow him. He makes traditional Irish shillelaghs, and I get all of my blackthorn from him, straight from Ireland. He cuts it himself, dries it for about 2 to 3 years, and sends it to me. And I worked on my first 3 shillelaghs. One is mine. Sold the first 2. He's sending me 5 more pieces of blackthorn. I've already sold another one, by the way, Francis. Somebody ordered one yesterday, right after I got off the live. So I'll have 5 sticks to make soon. One of them sold, so there's 4. And then once I sell a few of them, I'll order more sticks. Thank you, Francis. I do like making the canes. They're a lot of fun. But okay, so I was asking him, do you guys think that there used to be like insanely large trees back in the day? I do. Like some of those mountains that look like they were trees cut, that is kind of hard to believe. But also in reality, I don't think it's so far fetched. But there are some of those mountains that just look like they were trees that were cut down, but they're fucking like just massive hills. You know what I mean? Well, thank you, Francis. I appreciate that. That would be awesome. I reshare some of your stuff sometimes too. Ooh. Mix, 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 mix. Oregon! What up, rocks? One of a mine. Yes, dude. Oh, just did some sanding, and now I lost everybody in the live because I was sanding, and now I can't get them back because I'm doing epoxy. I guess I don't know. They're just busy. It's a bad time of day. I got busy today. I was helping my girlfriend out with some stuff, and then I came home and was getting ready. And me and my buddy Chris, who does like all my editing on YouTube and shit. I do all my reels and everything, but he does like all the long form, all the live shit. Helps me out. Francis, I'd love to get on a call soon. Absolutely. You just let me know. Tomorrow is a good day. Tonight I'm busy. Friday I'm busy in the first part of the day. Yeah, he does that. What the fuck was I just saying? Marry her? You think so? I think so. Maybe one day. We've only been dating 3 months, but we've been friends for over a decade. And our arguments are stupid and short-lived. Petrified trees, absolutely. Yeah, I was talking about the editing. I don't know what I was talking about with that. I already forgot. Oh yeah, we had a phone call for like an hour talking about just YouTube stuff. For the stag party. What's a stag party? Oh, for like my bachelor party? That'd be cool. I cannot afford that. I don't even have a passport. One guy showing this end. Every time we talk, we end up talking for like an hour and we just come up with more and better ideas. And it's happy conversations because the YouTube is doing really good right now. Out of 4,000 watch hours, we went from close to 900 overnight to 1,200. That's crazy. I'd rather go to Ireland for no reason. I mean, there's always an option too. I just got to be able to afford a ticket. I can stay with you, right, Francis? Damn, 300 just today. Yeah, it's crazy. Always make sure that when you are mixing epoxy that you scrape the hell out of the sides so that you mix it all. Otherwise, you're not going to have a good time. I left you playing all night. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate that. So I learned that you should totally watch my playlist periodically, but you shouldn't put it on repeat because then YouTube might think it's spamming. And I was like, oh shit. But if everybody just watches it one time through, I'll be monetized. If everybody watches the live and long playlist that I have on my YouTube, then I will be monetized. I don't know. Chris, do the math. How many people need to watch that playlist? It's like 9 hours long. Message retracted. One of mine rocks. Oh no. So how many people would need to watch in order for me to have 4,000 watch? I guess 3,000 watch hours, 2,800 watch hours realistically. How many people need to watch 9 hours? Chris is doing the math. He's really good and quick at that. Thank you, Francis. The radio voice, one man on a mission, coming into your life through his YouTube. Functional art, celebrating his recovery. Fuck Matthew. I always tell people at my other job, I don't get paid to think, man. If you want me to think, you're gonna have to pay me more and expect less. Yeah, so me and Chris have been working on long form videos actually. So that is in the works on the way. Don't think it's not. I got some good ones coming. Why is this? Oh, because I poured it yesterday. Dumb. Let's use this one. It doesn't matter. Hell yeah! Watch this. I love that sound. Haha. Sorry, bud. I'm live. Oh, yeah, that should be enough. All right. This is going to be green and blue. And then I need clear for this. All right. I need to clean this off, though, really quick. I need a paper towel. ISO alcohol, which works absolutely amazing to clean off wood and not do anything else because it'll just dissolve, evaporate, dissolve. It evaporates, doesn't dissolve. Dissolving is bad. Evaporating is good. You don't want shit dissolving into wood. Hey, do you guys want to know how it works with wood? And like, so wood cutting boards are the most sanitary because a properly made and finished cutting board, the grains will allow the bacteria to get inside, but the finish and seal coat will trap them and kill them. So it's super good. 200 people. I need 200 people. Yeah, of course, it's a nerd ringtone because of Star Trek, man. Come on. 200 people out of 600, I have over 600,000 followers between 4 platforms. So if 200 people watch the playlist all the way through, I will be monetized. Get hundreds of, yeah. Yeah, it does. Get your own beer. Love the YouTube drill. Congrats on your sobriety. So I'll tell you the story of the last time I got clean that led to now. It'll be a pretty easy one, I think. So it was a really rough relapse. I couldn't quit using. I finally got locked up, and getting locked up helped me realize, like, yeah, dude, that time I could not quit. I was out of control. I can't do that again. I'd lost everything again. I lost my apartment, my family, my girlfriend, my car, my job, everything. All my savings, all of everything. I fucking drained my retirement fund. It was bad. 0.0003% of my followers. That's not bad. Or 0.03. That's not bad. So I was locked up. I decided that there was a specific treatment center I wanted to go to. I waited 3 months to go there. I went there. I stayed there. It was a 60-day program. I stayed for like 112 days. I didn't want to leave. I was scared. I was scared I was going to fuck up. Well, I left. I went to a 3-quarter house, ended up being the only person in the house that didn't relapse. So I left. I lived with a girlfriend for a while, bounced around. I did drink for a while. I probably was drinking way too much, definitely too often. It got to a point in the last couple of years where I was only drinking like three times a week. Now I don't drink at all. I just don't want to. I'm not saying I won't again. I'm just saying there's not really a point in it for me. Now, flour all day, every day. Usually the longest I go without flour is when I'm on the live. No shit, 100%. Otherwise, when I go to work, I have a 2.5 hours before a break. Anyway, I got clean. Blah blah blah. I waited 32 months before I even partook in green. I wanted to make sure I was strong in my sobriety. And here's the thing, man. If you're in recovery, if you need to be or are in recovery, if you're in active addiction, thank you, Peter. If you're in action, I do make staffs. Here's a cane right here. I make staffs, canes, address signs, all kinds of functional art, anything and everything. If you are in active addiction and you want to quit, you know how stubborn you are when you want to use and you end up using? Turn that stubborn upside down, dude. Turn it around. Be stubborn the other way. Butt heads with your addiction and say, not today, motherfucker. Find an outlet, no matter what it is, and do it. Whatever helps you. When I wanted to quit going to the bar so much, I didn't even want to quit drinking like that. I just wanted to quit going to the bar. That's when I started doing art. In doing that, I literally quit selling drugs, dude. I used to sell like a lot, all the hippie stuff. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Deemsters, pounds and pounds and pounds of flowers at a time. Like just the shroomsies, ebitals. I used to grow like all of it. I used to do that. That's when I decided I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go the right route. I want to make art. I love this shit. Decided to buy a house, invested everything I had into it. Everything. All my drug money, everything into this. Bought a house, had some help with my aunt from my aunt because I'm a felon and legal shit showing. Chris and I lived together once, and I mean, I had like 4 plants in a closet just for fun. I had an entire house full of them in another city. Dude, see, art saved your life. I love that one of mine. Appreciate that. Get your own beer. Yeah, it's been September 24th will be 16 years off the hard stuff. Of course, I've done hippie stuff, and I haven't tripped in years. Not that I wouldn't, I just don't really have time for it. Flawed people are the best people. You're right, Francis. They're the best. They really are. All right, we're going to throw a little bit of clear on this guy, and then we're going to mix shit to do other things. Let me do this really quick, bring you guys in. Drop guys down. A little bit of a view, not great, but sorry. All right. This is not going to be a thick pour on it. It's going to be very thin. And then I'm going to spread it out. Very, very thin. Just to seal the wood. That's all I'm doing here. All right, move this glove over. Maybe I don't have to use that glove anymore. Let's see. All right, let me spin you guys around. Let me do the. All right, land you guys right here. Drop you a little bit. Drop you down. Make you short. It's called fun size, by the way. To all my short kings and queens out there. All right. Flow as being a creator versus a consumer. Oh, dude, that's your birthday. That's awesome, dude. It's a war to stay away, but I'm sober for 12 months soon. Hell yeah, Peter. Congratulations, dude. It gets easier with time. Hell yeah, having kids helps you stay out of the bad habits. That's good. Some people it doesn't work, sadly. Rubbing slime on wood. Sounds sexy. All right. This is Snailworks, the absolute brightest glow I've ever used in my life. I don't have a link to them because they are almost always sold out. And they send me this shit for free because they like my art. So I literally could never complain about that. And I'm going to add a lot of glow. And I got to make sure this is the blue glow. Nope, that's the green glow. So the green goes in that. All right, cool. Glad I checked. That is a lot. Okay. Right on, one of mine. Have fun, be creative. Catch you later. And then I'm going to use this stick. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. It's stuck in there. Use this stick. Oh, man. I'm getting hungry. What should me and my lady get for dinner tonight, guys? We're going to be going to a jam in downtown Greensboro so I can play some drums around 8 o'clock if anybody's in Greensboro at Richie's. It's the 3rd floor of Longshanks in downtown Greensboro. Every Wednesday I go to it. Well, every Wednesday I try to go to a jam there. Every Thursday we try to go to a jam at the Sawmill 2 off West Market Street in Greensboro. It's at 8 o'clock. So yeah, if you guys are ever in the area and want to see me play some drums or you want to play some music, those are some blues jams and they are amazing. Absolutely incredible. Run by some of the best. Steak, you know what? You know what? You know what? Get your own beer? I like that. The Greenboro, yeah. RIP a lot of restaurants in Greensboro now, man. Megan's favorite was McCool's and they closed. All right, this is the blue. We're going to just pour it in there. We're going to have a lot of blue glow. All right. And this is Aomidori from Eye Candy. It's my favorite blue. It color shifts slightly from blue to purple. It's very vivid, very beautiful. All right. Mix, 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 mix. Sometimes you got to really hit it with the pigments because they'll want to clump up if you let them sit too long, or just in general, sometimes they're aggravating. Thai food is good. You know, it's going to be between Thai and steak, I think. But usually steak is something I like to cook. All right, let's make this ashtray. You know what? I do need to put a glove on for the video. Ah! All right. Damn. All right, there we go. Had to clean it out. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. I like what the little wave it did. I'm going to leave it like that, see what it looks like. All right. When we demold it. Now, this is the second layer on these guys. If you were hanging out yesterday live, I did the first layer. And it absorbed so much in that you can't even tell. So we're going to just pour that on there and this on there for funsies. And do this and that. Now they're going to absorb in there, just like the last one did. But we got the blue too. The blue too. Hell yeah, guys. What you thinking so far? So the colors are going to absorb in there pretty good, but they will be able, you will be able to still see them. And I think it's going to give it a really cool kind of galactic night look. You know what I mean? I'm always trying new shit, pushing the limits. But it is 7:00. Holy shit. All right. I've run out of time for things to do today, guys. But I will go live tomorrow and work on that. Well, shit. I'm going to try and go live tomorrow and work on some stuff. Let me flip this camera around. Right on, Francis. I'll catch you later. KT, what's up? Wooden valve covers? Right on. No, none of those. Right on, get your own beer. Have you tried purple and green Granddaddy purple? Of course. Oh, damn, Turner. The spray. Yeah, it'll be all right. Yeah, guys. All right. Trying to get monetized. Share this with all your friends. Want links? They're in the description of the video. Have questions? Reach out through their website. Want quotes? Reach out through the website, shocksfunctionalart.com. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Big shout out to my homie Chris. 30 is Dead. Check out their music. He does all my editing for YouTube. After this video is posted, go back and watch it in a week, and it'll be a little different. Sound will sound better and all that shit. I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to have some greenery and figure out what me and my lady are doing for dinner. Yeah. Y'all be beautiful. Y'all stay fresh and clean and awesome and stuff. Oh, my God, my brain's falling apart. All right. I'm going to show you guys really quick. We're going to go through. This is what we did. Boom, 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 boom. All those bubbles are going to go away in no time. Boom, 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 boom. I love it. You know what? I will show you one more thing, just because y'all hung out and are awesome, and I keep saying more things instead of hitting the off button. Hold on. Everything that I make glows in the motherfucking dark. Glows like look at the window right. There's light coming in there. You can see how that shit glowing though. Look at that. Look at that. And of course, the project that's going all kinds of places for no reason. It's just leftover epoxy everywhere for that guy. This thing is bright though. Holy shit. Oh, that's the bottom of that cup. All right. You like Woodner from Morgan? Hell yeah, dude. KT, that's awesome. Yo, check out my shit, guys. My videos, I post reels every day. I'll be posting a reel here in about 10 minutes, I think, on here. So, yeah, check it out. Yeah, the honeycomb one is awesome. The other one is almost done. I just got to finish her. I don't know where the hell it went.